Soap is used to wash many things like dishes and clothes and acts the same way in every use. It works something as surfactant, which is emulsifies oil and allows them to be carried by water. Since the ancient times, soap is made by using the combination of rainwater, animal fat, or vegetable oil and acids. Soap is derived from triglycerides, which are the fat storage molecules used by almost all plants and animals. Animal fats and vegetable oil are almost pure triglycerides. When triglycerides are treated with a strong base like sodium hydroxide, they undergo a saponification reaction. This leads to breaking of ester bonds and formation of glycerol and fatty acids. Desalted fatty acids are pretty much what soap is. So let's start making solid soap. So for making a solid soap, we need three ingredients: coconut oil, sunflower oil, and some sodium hydroxide. And it is also possible to use oil like olive oil or almond oil or other nuts oil. And the properties of whatever oil you use will change the characteristics of the final soap. The recipe I am following is just one of the thousand, and if you decide to try it yourself, please do some research. Let's start the process of making solid soap. First of all, we need to make a sodium hydroxide solution. So I have measured out 100 milliliters of distilled water, and I have weighed out 50 grams of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is a strong base, so you should be careful when working with it. Unlike the solid form, a solution of sodium hydroxide is much more corrosive. Also, dissolving sodium hydroxide generates a lot of heat and the solution gets pretty hot. And please wear safety goggles while working. However, if you were to accidentally splash some into your eyes, it could be quickly cause major damage and potentially blind you. Anyway, all the sodium hydroxide eventually dissolves, but the solution is still quite hot, so let's put it aside. So I have measured out about approx 200 milliliter of sunflower oil and about approx 100 milliliter of coconut oil, and I have mixed it well. To the mixture of oil, I added the sodium hydroxide solution that I have prepared before. The moment it is added, we can already see some cloudiness, which is the beginning of reaction. Using a stir bar, I give it a quick mix. As to mix it properly, you can use a hand blender to fast upon the process, which I don't have. So I'm mixing it with a stir bar. So okay, what we have going on here is known as saponification reaction. The ester bond in the triglycerides of the sunflower and coconut oil are being hydrolyzed, forming salted fatty acid and glycerol. Sodium hydroxide is being consumed in this reaction, and we want there to be little or none left in the end. Otherwise, it can be sometimes irritating to the skin. Because this is all done cold, the reaction is quite slow and takes around 2 weeks to be complete. It's then left for another 4 weeks to let extra water evaporate off, which helps to harden the soap. Let's pour the soap in the mold. Let it harden for 2 to 3 weeks, and voila, your soap is ready.